Hello and welcome to HeistGeist, and this is a cyberpunk narrative-driven game where you attempt heists, yes, as you might expect from the name. If you would like to check out the game, there is a link in the description, and I gotta say, I actually have been finding this pretty fun. I do think that the combat maybe needs a little bit of tweaking, but maybe that's just me. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's do this. Let's start a new game and see exactly what's going on.
In those classic heist flicks, it's always one last job and I'm out. That final score that'll fix you up for life. So, you put the crew together, draw up a plan, do the prep. But then reality hits hard, reminding you this ain't no movie. Nope, no happy ending for you. Everyone in position?
Yeah. In position, approaching the target.
Nice and easy, kid. There's no rush.
Yeah. Wait. It's not here!
What?
Repeat that?
The prototype! It's not here!
That's bullshit. The intel was solid.
Scheiße! They're onto me!
Werner, hold your position. I'm coming. Kid, what's your status?
No! Alex! Abort! Run! Get the hell out of here!
Wait. Think I got something.
What the hell was that? Everyone report. Kid? Werner? Werner! No.
In other news, the stock of Elica Bioengineering has rebounded after its recent dip in value following an incident at their headquarters in the Venice Arcology 2 weeks ago. Company representatives declined to comment on rumors of a security breach, claiming that they have the situation fully under control.
Have the situation under control. Must feel nice. Gotta keep moving. Oh, shit.
Alright, so this is our combat tutorial. I'm gonna say it right now, the combat tutorial is not actually necessary. If you've played any games like this, you're gonna know exactly what's going on. However, there's one very important mechanic, I guess you could say, that is actually very cool. And you may be seeing, oh wait a minute, what are these letters on the cards here? And these letters indicate the level of combo you currently have. And so as you can see right here, basically what we want to do is we want to do an A first, right? And then we want to do a B to follow that up. So we're going to do this. And we're just going to be gaining additional benefits from attacking like so. And it's actually going to make a huge difference to our overall effectiveness. Now, this is what I was saying at the very beginning of the video. I said, hey, I think the combat maybe needs a little bit of a tweak here and there. I'm not talking about tweaking the combos or anything like that, because I actually think that's really cool. I like the fact that there are combos to do, because that actually increases your, shall we say, investment, your personal investment in being able to make efficient and effective combos. However, and this is where the however gets in here. The amount of damage that we're currently able to do is relatively low, as you can see right here. This enemy only has 20 HP. However, bear in mind, this is very early on in the game. You are going to be able to power yourself up. So obviously, there may indeed be cases where you can literally just gain some skills and then you're going to be absolutely fine. What I do actually really like as well is that the shields and various other things that you can get are actually going to carry over by the looks of things. They are going to carry over between turns, and I actually think that's really, really cool, because that means you can kind of plan ahead a little bit here and there as well, and I like that. So there we go. We were able to do that, and we now gained an asset, which is just going to gain us a couple of cards. And then we get a nice little, shall we say, interlude here. Her body ached all over, but it was the exhaustion that was getting to her the most. Alex had been on the run for 2 weeks, constantly looking over her shoulder. She couldn't remember the last time she had a proper sleep. Even the little bit of shut-eye she finally managed to get in that run-down motel near Vienna was interrupted when they found her again. This wasn't the first attack drone she had faced over the past few weeks, but this one was different. Top shelf, custom job. Speculating about who sent it was pointless. The list of people not after her was likely shorter than the list of those who were. The sharp ring from her handheld console snapped her back to reality, the sound echoing in her head. Who could it be? Everyone who had this contact was dead. And we're going to pick it up. I gotta say, I actually feel like the writing is really, really good, and actually the voice acting is surprisingly good, I gotta say. I was not really expecting too much, but they actually do a really good job. Every single character that I have met so far in my other save is very well voice acted, in my opinion at least.
Hello? Who is this?
Greetings, Miss Rezico, was it? I believe I don't need to introduce myself.
Yes, of course. How are you?
We had some trouble locating you in the last couple of weeks. Not trying to hide from us, were you? I trust you are aware of the foolishness and futility of such an attempt.
Yeah, well, I guess I am now.
Well, let's skip the idle chit-chat. You already know why we're reaching out. There is some unfinished business we need to address. Let's talk about Venice.
I'm not sure what there is to talk about. You know what happened. The prototype's gone and so is my team. Elika Labs are basically untouchable now.
Yes, that is indeed an unfortunate development. Your work will be considerably harder now.
What are you talking about? There's no more work. I just told you it's done.
No, Miss Alexandra, it is not done. Not until we say so. We hired you to do a job, provided you with a substantial amount of resources, and you have not yet delivered. So until you do, we, so to say, own you. While there may be reasonable doubt as to your abilities, we are willing to give you one more chance.
All right, you've made your point. What do you want from me?
What we have wanted all along. The prototype. And despite our considerable generosity, our patience has its limits. So we give you exactly 30 days to acquire it.
Are you insane? 30 days? Clearly you weren't listening. The damn thing vanished. My team is gone. So tell me, how am I supposed to get you your stupid prototype?
No. It is you who is clearly not listening. This whole mess is yours to clean up. 30 days. And you do not wish to find out what happens after. Tick-tock.
Oh, you smug bastard. And now what?
Watching the rain rippling on the soaked streets of the Istra City slums, Alex pondered her next steps. The Venice heist took months of prep, and back then she at least knew exactly where the prototype was. Now it's gone. What can she possibly get done in 30 days? Alone, worn out, with her team dead and a target on her back. Running away was not an option anymore. That had been made abundantly clear. As if to reiterate the point, the vibrant neon reflections in the puddles were suddenly pierced by a sharp silhouette, accompanied by the low hum of engines. With a short sigh, Alex reached for her blade again. Alright, so, as I said to you before, as I said, you know, the combat, I think, needs a little bit of a tweak, but that could just literally be, as I say, it literally could just be that I am wanting a little bit of extra damage. But that doesn't actually matter, because maybe, as I say, maybe what's going to happen is later on in the game, it could be that she's going to get powered up. I mean, in games like this, RPG elements, maybe the character starts off a little bit less powerful than you would otherwise want, and then becomes more powerful as time goes on. And there are actually other things to do, obviously. I'm gonna say that now. There are other things to do in the game. It's not just me fighting drones. or anything like that. And you're going to get to see that. We are going to actually go on heists. We are actually going to go on heists, and we are going to have a whale of a time hacking through defenses and, you know, fighting adversaries and all manner of other things. You know, we're basically going to go into enemy territory and try to do whatever it is we need to do there. You know, complete our mission, retrieve, you know, classified information and so on and so forth, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. However, we do need to get there first, and obviously they are giving us some relatively simple combat situations first of all. Anyway, 2 drone attacks in one night. Alex had planned to lay low until things calmed down, but it seemed the heat was rising with each passing day. She was running out of options. She hoped it wouldn't come to this. Since her return to the city, Alex had dreaded making that call, but the situation clearly called for a new approach. She wouldn't make it much longer without help. Taking a deep breath, she tapped her handheld.
Karel, hey.
Alexandra. Well, yeah, I thought I'd never hear from you again.
Hey, how are you? How's the kids? The little one's probably not even that little anymore, right?
They're okay, we're fine. Listen, Sasha, I love a little catch-up as much as anyone, but I'm in the middle of something right now. I know this ain't a social call. So why don't we skip the pleasantries and you just tell me what you want?
I actually really wanted to know about the kids, but okay. I'm in a really tight spot right now, and I don't know who else I can trust. Can we talk?
Okay, you're lucky I'm in the city. Meet me at the Riviera in an hour, table 5, and please don't keep me waiting.
I'll be there. And thanks.
Alright, so this is the map of the city, as you can see right here, and our health is indeed persistent, as you might expect. So you can see here I did take 3 damage from that previous, from that previous combat encounter. And bear in mind that this game is not a roguelike, okay? It is not a roguelike. Everything is very much handcrafted in that sense. And we can actually move the map, as you can see right here. I can move the map with my mouse. So that's actually very nice. Okay, here we go. In this part of the port, the Riviera stood out as something of a landmark, a shabby structure welded from rusting ship hulls, crowned with a massive neon sign. As soon as she crossed the threshold, she knew she'd be safe. This was neutral ground. No one would dare to make a move here. And whoever was after her likely came here for drinks on Friday nights anyway. As she approached the front door, 2 high-as-a-kite punks blocked her way. "If it's creds you're looking for, you've got the wrong mark," Alex said with a weary smile. The expressions on their faces suggested they weren't convinced. Alright, well, try forcing your way through them? Nope, we lost 2 HP for that. Oh no! Alex tried to get past, but one of them gave her a shove. On the brink of exhaustion, she lost her balance and fell, crashing into a mess of cigarette butts and broken glass. She was willing to let it slide. It was clear he was just being an idiot, trying to impress his girlfriend. But when they drew their weapons, that was taking it a step too far. Alright, so I literally took additional damage from that. Last time when I played, my other save, I chose the other option, which was to draw my blade, and I just entered combat straight away. So I didn't take any damage. So there you go. Anyway. Let me see. What are we actually going to do here? Well, I am probably going to be using uppercut on this one. We're going to go for a follow through here. I should probably go for preparation. This is 6 damage. I cannot say no to 6 damage, so we're going to have to do that. And then we can maybe, let's do a slash and then a follow through once again. These all cost 0, by the way, so it's really, really nice. And it actually generates much more card draw, which is obviously extremely important for us. And we've already taken down one of them. This guy is actually going to be dealing some pretty big damage, so I'm kind of hoping that maybe we're gonna... I'm not sure. We'll try it out. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna have to play this. I'm not sure if that's actually gonna give me anything. Okay, wait. Oh, I want the. Oh no, I want both of these. No. Okay, that's actually terrible. All right, never mind. Yeah, that wasn't really gonna work anyway by the looks of things. But yeah, hopefully this guy's gonna only deal 1 damage. Oh, he got the best roll. Can you believe it? Ah, I cannot believe that for a second. Thank you very much. Wow. Okay, that is hilarious. All right, well, let's just play quick attack here. And then we'll just go for one more time, and then we could potentially go for another follow-through, followed by a big finisher, because that's going to give me six additional damage. And we're just going to go for it, you know? We're just going to seriously go for it here. There we go. We can discard that card. Well, that didn't really help me, did it? No, I was actually kind of hoping that I'd be able to keep the card, but I generally don't tend to read the cards, considering it's not really necessary, okay? It is not really necessary right now. We are very much done here. And I'm very much hoping that before the heist, we're gonna get a little bit of healing.
Ah, the prodigal daughter returns.
Thanks for meeting me at such short notice.
I gotta say, I was quite surprised you called. I thought you'd forgotten all about me.
Look, I am so sorry for how I left. I thought, well, I don't even know what I thought back then, honestly. It feels like a million years ago.
6 months. You disappeared for 6 months. And what did I get? After everything we've been through? Nothing. Not a single call. Not even a lousy goodbye.
Yeah. Listen, I get it. I know you're pissed off, and you have every damn reason to be. But I could really use your help right now.
Hell, Sasha. You're so lucky I've got a soft spot for you. If there were anyone else sitting in that chair right now, I would just walk away and never look back.
I messed up. Karel, I know I let you down. But I think I've already paid the price.
Yeah, funny how life works, huh? Honestly, I was a little jealous when I first heard about the Venice gig. But, looking at you now, I'm kinda glad I dodged that particular bullet.
So you already know about the Venice job?
I'm in the business of knowing things. Besides, it's all over the news. But, why don't you paint me a picture, No kidding. 30 days, huh? And you don't even know who hired you. Huh. You're sure you don't want to turn yourself to Elika right away? Might be the easiest way out.
Gotta say, the idea has crossed my mind.
Nah, we'll figure it out. Somehow. Gonna be fun, right? Just like old times. So, what do you need?
Alright, so we're basically just going to be talking with him about the upcoming heist. He's going to say that he has some contacts and that we can obviously rely on him for assistance. And then we're going to head into the heist. And here is the intermission. Before each heist, you'll have a chance to wind down, talk to your crew, and adjust your character and deck as needed. Some dialogues are mandatory to progress the story, while others are optional, offering insights into the characters and their thoughts on the current situation. Once you've covered the necessary planning, you can launch your next heist from the city map. There we go. And then we can talk to him, and I'm just going to be skipping that because we already kind of know what he's going to say. He's just going to say he's actually going to help us out a great deal. And yeah, we can optionally talk to Yadran, who is the Riviera barkeep, but I'm not going to do that. He has one line where he just basically says it's good to see us. And we're otherwise just going to start the heist. Let's do it. I'm kind of hoping that I'm full HP now. And indeed, I am full HP. There we go. Okay, so this is the heist map. So, as you might expect, it may be a little bit overwhelming to you right now, but don't worry, it's actually not as complicated as it looks. Every single one of these icons has a specific event associated with it, and you're going to have to do certain things in each one to be able to progress. So we have a choice here to make. Across the street, Alex surveyed the Cyril Nanotech premises. You couldn't ignore the sharp contrast between the two connected buildings, the administrative block, silent and deserted, and the research wing, whose rows on rows of lit windows made it glow against the dark night. A pity her mark wasn't in the former. Okay, we can inspect the research wing. The light emanating from the underground garage hinted at an easy access point. Rushing in blindly is how you get caught in this line of work, or worse. But she couldn't linger much longer, her position was too exposed. There we go, and now we can move on. And then we're going to fight, and we're going to get this this wonderful drone here. I really do not like fighting drones. I actually prefer fighting human enemies. I think that is much more fun. But let's actually have a look-see here. This guy's got 12 shields, as you can see. 12 shields, absolutely incredible. And I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to do something like this. And maybe, yes, this is perfect, Okay, here we go. This is absolutely wonderful, and I'm just going to do that. Here we go, we're going to draw another card with follow through here, perfect. Let's do this. Man, that is some good damage right there. That is some good damage. Unfortunately for me, I don't actually have any cards, so I am just literally going to be gaining energy for no reason, I guess, which is obviously fine. And we're going to get a charging shot. That is actually going to deal damage to us because I didn't have any defensive cards, I think. I don't think I had any. Maybe I did and I just didn't see, but we should be completely fine here. This should be an easy victory for us. We're going to gain some haste. I actually don't even know what haste does, but I can assume it's good. They receive more AP relative to their maximum AP. Okay, so basically it just gives us an extra action point, which is actually really good. That's quite nice. Okay, so let's see here. No, I don't really care about that. This guy's just going to attack us. I kind of wish that I had the ability to draw another card right now, but I do not. Can I not end the turn? Okay. I'm not sure why it didn't allow me to end the turn, actually. Because that card wasn't actually going to give me anything. It just gave me some energy. But it's absolutely fine. We're done. We're done. And it didn't even buff itself. But I did take 3 damage. It's actually so funny how different a game can play dependent on certain factors. Because last time, I took 0 damage. I gotta say, I took 0 damage the first time I ran through this. It's actually insane. Anyway, the entrance to the research section was secured with a magnetic lock. A standard model with a keypad. This shouldn't take too long. The exposed circuitry revealed an entry port for Alex's handheld console. Nothing fancy. She was no grid-running whiz, but her skills should do for a simple lock. Only one way to find out. Alright, so this is our hacking, okay? Now, the hacking in this game I actually think is really, really fun, and I kind of wish it was a little bit more complex, but I'm going to assume, as I said to you before, that as the game progresses, it is going to get more difficult. And there are more, should we say, complexities and more complications that you're going to have to deal with, even in this heist, in regards to the hacking. So there's going to be some really, really cool things to do. Anyway, as you can see right here, there's a barrier. You have to destroy this. It's got 2 HP, and you have things that can indeed destroy stuff. So what we're going to do is we're just going to cast this, cast that. That's going to do 1 damage per turn, and then we're just going to end the turn, and then we're going to be using Sakara against the actual lock, and then we're done. That's it. You can indeed keep hacking, by the way, if you want to, or you can get out immediately. If you keep hacking, I'm going to assume that later on down the line in the game, you're going to have the ability to explore around and maybe gain additional assets. So probably a pretty good idea to do that, because obviously there are pieces of currency that you can find and all manners of other things. Maybe you could even find new cards and stuff like that. I actually don't know, but yeah, that would be pretty cool in my opinion. Anyway, let's use follow through here. Let's use one more time. I think I actually have to, yeah, there we go. Okay, nice. There's no combo here, unfortunately, so... Is there? Maybe? Can I use this? I mean, it's going to give me a shield, which is, I guess, kind of good. So I might as well do it. Because the shield does actually carry over, like I said. So we have 5 shield right now, which is actually kind of good. And this thing is just going to be casting Tranquilizer Dart. Oh no, it slowed me as well, which is actually terrible. I think that actually reduces my AP, because if Haste gives me more AP, then slow is going to reduce my AP, and yes, it did indeed do that, so that's wonderful. Yes, this thing can go away, thank you. Okay, yeah, we're just going to combo that. That's going to give me some additional AP, then we can use Big Finisher. That's going to do insane damage for us, and we should be fine. There we go. Okay, yes. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so these things are basically just designed just to reduce your AP, basically. That's what they're doing right now. Okay, we can actually use charge here. I'm gonna get rid of one of these preparations. Don't really need that. And we're gonna gain some haste, which is not really gonna help me right now, but it is gonna help me next turn. Because if this uses, yep, as I thought it was going to, so basically I am canceling out its slow effect, so I just literally have 3, so that's actually quite nice. And then we are basically done. I actually should have just used charge straight away, because that would have killed it in one less turn, but it's fine. We didn't take any extra damage, so that's all that matters. And there we have it. Okay, so now there is another choice here. Down the corridor to the right, a cracked door revealed a vacant office, illuminated only by the glowing screen of an active console. A nearby whiteboard was covered in a hieroglyphic collage of scribbled notes, detailed diagrams, and intricate schematics. Let's check out the console. Upon closer inspection, the spreadsheet on the console screen appeared to be a list of base materials, mostly gibberish to Alex, but potentially a goldmine for a savvy data analyst. What's the expression? One person's trash is someone else's treasure. Carol would have no problem finding a buyer for this. She quickly copied it onto a data stick, finishing up just as she heard a noise echoing from the corridor. And there we go. Okay, so there are heals. There are little healing abilities here, and I am actually probably going to. Should I heal or should I take the Euro creds? I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna be a little bit careful here because I know that there's a boss coming up. And I'm a little bit worried about the boss, to be honest. So yeah, we're just going to do that. And we're just going to hit this here. We can end our turn. And then we're just going to hit that again. And then we can do this. And that. And that's going to do another 1 damage. And then we can just do that. And that's it. There we are. Very nice and easy. Wonderful. I do actually like the hacking. I think the hacking is a really, really fun portion of the game. And there are multiple times that we can actually do that. There's another
Alexandra.
hacking point here. Oh!
Taking a late night stroll, are we?
Oh, Kowalski. Funny running into you here. What brings you here? You after the chips too? 'Cause honestly, I'm not really sure this score is big enough for the two of us.
No need to worry about that. I'm after something else entirely. Fascinating city, Venice, isn't it? My clients would love to hear all about the time you spent there.
Well, there's not much to talk about, really. The weather's crap, the food's overpriced.
They're especially interested in the souvenirs you brought home with you. Apparently, you borrowed something of theirs, and they'd very much like to have it back.
I'm sorry, but I don't recall bringing home anything besides trouble from Venice. Listen, as much as I enjoy our little chats, I'm in the middle of something here. So if you'd be so kind as to get the hell out of my way.
You know, I can't do that, Alexandra.
Thought you might say something like that.
Alright, so we got our first boss battle. And this guy is actually really pretty dangerous. So far, we haven't really had too many issues. But I gotta say, I feel like this guy is actually really kind of difficult to deal with. I mean, you'll see. He's got some poisons that he can use. We are hopefully going to be able to do something here. Maybe I can. Yeah, it's probably not gonna work, is it? It's probably not gonna work. Nah, we're not going to gain any additional cards. I was kind of hoping that I would be able to. Is he going to use? Yeah, he's using the toxic. Yeah, as I thought. So, unfortunate for me that this is indeed going to reduce my AP, so that's going to be a bit of a problem, but I could use... I'm going to use preparation here, even though I'm not a big fan of it. Mostly because it does reduce the amount of cards that I have. I mean, you basically recycle your cards pretty much, so it's fine, you know, it's actually okay. Let's do this, so I take less damage. Let's use Big Finisher here. Nice. Big damage, big damage. I'm actually doing a lot better than I was last time, which is actually quite funny. Because last time I fought this guy, I took... Ooh, he's actually healing. He's actually healing. Whoa, okay, he didn't do that before. Okay, that's... That is a troublesome situation. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of this thing. I'm gonna play this, get the combo. And then we'll have to play this. And then we'll do an uppercut. And then we can play this with a combo. Nice, nice. Oh, nice, nice. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. We're getting some really, really good combos right there. And that's the point. It's very much a case of just thinking, hey, you know what? How can I get additional cards? How can I get additional AP? And just trying to use those to the best effect. As you can see, he's actually quite dangerous considering he's such an early game boss. But we will have the victory in the end. We will have the last laugh, as it were. And we're just going to do this. I kind of wish... there we go. Thank you. That's all I needed.
Seems like you're gonna leave empty-handed after all. If you're smart enough to leave now, that is.
There's no running away from this, Alexandra. You may have won this round, but we both know how this will end.
Let's wait and see. Good night, Kowalski.
Alright, so now we can move forward to the next hacking section. So this is where they introduce another hacking node. And for me personally, I really like the way that they've done this. Because basically, this is a bridge, okay? This is a bridge over to the place that we need to get to. Now, you cannot destroy this bridge. So if I were to use this card, which damages the bridge for 3 damage, the bridge only has 2 HP, it would not... it would immediately basically fail, okay? It would basically immediately fail the entire thing. And that's not what we want at all. So what we're doing is I'm just going to be doing that. That's going to unlock it. We just do 2 damage. And then we can use Sakura on the final thing. And then we're good. And then we can move on. And that's very nice. I like it. I like it a great deal. And here we go. Despite all the barking, that old dog Kowalski still knows how to bite. Alex noticed a half-decent first aid kit hanging on the nearby wall. Perhaps a little patching up wouldn't be the worst idea. And yeah, as you can see, look at that. 11 out of 20. Let me fix up my wounds. Thanks very much. Alex grabbed some med supplies in case they decided to make another move soon. Being in the crosshairs of top-tier bounty hunters is no joke. Alright. Very, very cool. And a heavy-duty door at the far end of the lab marked A11 rang a bell with Alex. What really caught her attention, though, was the fortified keypad lock equipped with robust anti-tamper features. It seemed gaining entry without the right code, or at the very least half a kilo even, of directional explosives, was out of the question. She had been in the game long enough to know that entering random combinations into security keypads was asking for trouble. Perhaps another time, heavy-duty door, Alex sighed as she waved goodbye. Okay, so that's interesting. I actually wonder, is there a way for me to even find that out beforehand? I have no idea, but anyway, that's actually going to be it for this episode. If you would like to check out HeistGeist, there is a link in the description. It just released onto Steam today. So, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.